It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery.
Angie hates when I do that. Hello, Champagne Dreamers. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but welcome. Hit that subscribe button and stick around. Join the family. My name is JanessaJaye Champagne, and I am North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. And today we are doing one of my favorite things in the world. We are unboxing mystery boxes, and not just any mystery boxes. We're unboxing fabulous horror mystery boxes from Don't Eat the Gum. So if you want to see what I got in my two fabulous mystery boxes, then stick around because we're getting into it right now.
It won't go away. I've got that feeling rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati. I know that some might say that I am just a bad girl, but if you treat me right, I will be the best girl in this whole world. No, I'm not gonna bite. I got my hands on your body.
Jump scare. That's right. For this video, I am filming this on the day when I have a show. So I'm actually not wearing nails yet because I still need to haul everything to the car. I need to take it from the car to the venue. I've got a show. So I'm going to have to put my nails on when I get to the venue. So we're just doing this one without nails. So I'm sorry if you're one of those demon twinks that's like, if you're not wearing nails, you're not doing drag. Just pass on this video. You can miss all the fabulousness that we're about to open because we have some fabulous things coming from Don't Eat the Gum. Also, let me know what you think about this new wig. This is my first time trying this. I actually bought this from Acacia Forgot from Drag Race Season 17. She used to live here in Grand Forks, and she's been my wig lady for a little while, and she was selling some of her used drag, and this has actually been on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. It was the pink runway, and she was selling some drag, and it got marked down to $100, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if this sort of mullety style is me, but we're going to try it out. So let me know what you think down below. Maybe she'll get retired. Maybe she'll show up again. We don't really know. I'm going to wear it at the show tonight too, just to see how I feel. But yeah, let's not fanny around anymore. Let's get into these mystery boxes. So don'teatthegum.com is a service where they do customized horror mystery boxes. Now, they are only doing them through the end of the year. With all the tariffs and the shenanigans and all of that, they've decided to stop doing them. So I wanted to get a couple. I have a previous video where I unboxed a couple of boxes from Don't Eat the Gum. If you missed that, you can check it out right here. But I was like, you know what? Let's order a couple more, see how they are. He always keeps photos of what he sends you so you won't get duplicates in your boxes, which I think is really, really great because I love slashers. All my orders have to do with slashers, so I'm very excited to see what I got. But let's dive into these, and I'll tell you exactly what I ordered. So I got two boxes. I got the slasher box, which is this baby right here. And then a less specific, it's in the same kind of packaging, but this is the horror box. So this is a little bit more generalized than the slasher box. I am so excited. Let's dive into the slasher box first, and then we will dive into the horror box. The horror box is a little bit heavier, and this is going to be a little bit more random because obviously I love slashers, but that's a little bit more of a niche kind of thing. There's maybe going to be some Friday the 13th, these beautiful earrings that I have from Femme de Bloom. Might maybe be some Halloween at Michael Myers, some Nightmare on Elm Street. I would love it if there was some Sleepaway Camp or something even more obscure or weird, but let's do slashers first. Trying to cover all of the addresses is a chore. So this is the slashers. You can see it's got that little knife sticker. It tells me this is slashers. I may not have nails on, but I do have a box cutter. And it's pink like my outfit. I keep missing the seam. Oh, so it looks like an art print. Does this... Oh, I have to take it out of the package. Okay. Where's the end? Oh. We haven't even had a first date yet. Ooh, look at that. Usually there's a card in here that'll explain who the artist is, so we'll get to that. It looks like it is signed down on the bottom. Beautiful. I love all of the slashers, and I love all of the big three, but I do have to say that Friday the 13th is probably my favorite, so I love this. Oh, look at that. We have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre action figure. Now, I don't know if you saw my previous video. I'll link it here in case you missed it. But I actually made the argument that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a slasher. But for this box, I will take it. I think this is very cool. I love the detail on this. I do love a good Leatherface moment. So even if I don't necessarily think that it perfectly fits in the slasher genre, I don't mind this at all. Ooh, now I do have to say that these are not my favorite movies in the kind of horror realm, but I have met both the director, who's hot as fuck, and the star of the Terrifier films. And we have a fabulous Art the Clown mask. I love this. David Howard Thornton. First of all, if you follow him on Facebook, he is very political and I am here for it. He is not putting up with any of the shenanigans. He is not bootlicking to the authoritarians. I'm here for it. I'm a crossdresser on the internet. Who knows how much longer I'll even be allowed to be here. So I am here for it. He is always posting fabulous memes and posting the truth. So we love it. This mask is very cool. And we know that I love a good mask moment. If you've seen my photo shoots, I always love to find a way to bring in a fun mask. So this is really fun. Now, Angie has done a series of gender bent masks. She's painted makeup onto the Scream mask and the Michael Myers mask and a hockey mask. I wonder if maybe Art will get a little bit of a makeover. I don't know what we would do with him. He's already got a fabulous sort of look here. So I wonder what we would do to make him extra special. But this is very cool. All right, we have, it looks like a little picture frame. Ooh, I love this. This is from Friday the 13th, part 2. I love Pamela Voorhees. I'm so glad that NECA finally put out that like ultimate Pamela Voorhees, because they had a Pamela Voorhees figure that came with like the little boy Jason. And I was not into collecting some of those figures at that time. I just was like, oh, I don't know. And then, of course, it was discontinued, and now it's like hundreds of dollars on eBay. So I was so glad when they put out, I was in line, I was there when it released. And so this is very cool. I told him that I love Pamela Voorhees, and this, her head with the sweater. Ginny, I still want to meet Amy Steele. She's on my list. I haven't been going to horror conventions, but I might have to try to find one to knock off some of those last on my list. I would love to meet Amy Steele. This is fabulous. And we've got another big box. Ooh, and this is a Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Oh my God, these NECA figures are so well done. They're so collectible. And there you can see, there is the Michael Myers. Now, I did a video all about the Halloween horror franchise. If you haven't seen it, check it out right here. And I had said that I think of the like big 3 slasher franchises, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, I think that Halloween had the best first movie. And I think it had some of the worst sequels, and this is absolutely one of them. It has Paul Rudd in an early role. We love him. The story is incomprehensible, and I went on eBay at one point and bought like a VHS of the like director's cut or the extended cut or whatever they called it, where it was supposed to help you understand it a little bit more. Still incomprehensible. That got hatcheted apart so bad, and the story is impossible to follow, but I love this. I mean, I think it's fun. I'm going to add it to my collection. I don't need horror movies to be good to appreciate them. So I love this figure. I think this is a lot of fun. And in my NECA collection, I don't have a ton of NECA figures. That's not one that I collect a lot of, but I have a couple like Friday the 13th. I have a couple of Puppet Master, but I don't think I have any Halloween. So this is a good addition to my collection. All right, now we have a little bag that's got some goodies. Let me go ahead and open this up. Oh, super cute. There are some Nightmare on Elm Street socks. I usually buy one kind of sock and I just wash them. And if one goes missing, then I only ever have one sock that's loose. But I have been getting into some different kinds of socks, and these are really cute. So I might These will probably stay in my collection. If I decide not to wear these, I will gift these to Mama Champagne. She loves a comfy sock as well. These are very cool. I'm glad there's a little Nightmare on Elm Street representation as well. Very fun. All right, in the bag, there's some trick-or-treat candy, including Sour Patch Kids, which I love. There's a bone pen, a sticker for Don't Eat the Gum. Oh, and it's got writing on the back. I was like, oh, there's no card. I don't know what anything is. But it's on the back of this, so let me read this in a second. But we also have, there are 2 fridge magnets made with reproductions of Fangoria covers. These look like cards. So collector cards in the 80s, if you don't remember, if you're not an old broad like me, collector cards used to come with a stick of gum in them. That's why it's called Don't Eat the Gum, because a lot of these collector cards, the gum is now 40 years old. So these collector cards have different little Fangoria covers. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Very, very cool. I have a little fridge in my office that has a ton of magnets. And in fact, I have a couple magnets from the last mystery boxes, and these will join the crew. All right, and here's my stick with a little note. Here is your box of slashers. May all of this stuff find a killer spot in your collection. Feel free to post some pics up on the pages. I would really appreciate it. The Part 3 Jason print is signed by artist Mike Skeggs of Shock Studios. Stay creepy, Kevin. Okay, so that is who did that print that I showed at the beginning. It's Mike Skeggs, or Skeggs, I think, of Shock Studios. So very cool. Love this. So that is my first mystery box from Don't Eat the Gum. Now let's break into the horror box. If you see an address, there we go. I'm trying to cover all the addresses. Don't stalk me, but you can see up in the corner, this has a different knife. This is a Michael Myers kitchen knife, and it says it's horrors. It's the box of horrors. Let's dive in. Oh, so there's something popping out at the very beginning. Now, in the last video, I got these creep show Halloween decorations. If you remember from the 80s, if you were an 80s kid, you used to go and buy these like cardboard decorations. That would be a witch or a vampire or a werewolf or a pumpkin or whatever. And you would just scotch tape them into your window, and that was part of your Halloween decorations. Well, there are some companies that are making retro style Halloween decorations, but with new movies, new properties. And so it looks like there are some of those in here. Ooh, so these are Nightbreed. I'm going to see if I can find, the other ones are still in the package. They're hanging up over there. These will probably stay in the package until I find like the perfect use for them. I love having them pristine, but I'm going to see if I can find some pictures. It looks like, oh, on the back, it does show what is included. Hopefully we can get that to focus and not be too blown out. That is so cool. Those are the fun decorations. One of them is hinged. The skinny guy that's over here, he's like hinged. Those were like the premium ones. If you didn't just get the ones that were like a face or whatever, if they had the hinges and you could pose them, oh, then you knew you were fancy. So these are very cool. I love this. All right, another picture. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I love this. So this is Tarman from Return of the Living Dead. Oh, and I love that it's got the like rental VHS sticker that says horror. That is so cool. I love it. Like we've got another print. Ooh, very cool. That is a Leatherface. Love that. Again, oh, watch my video where I talk about why Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a slasher film. And I hope you agree with me. That's the thing, is I'm not just trying to be a naysayer. I think it's actually better if you read it as a different type of subgenre. So definitely check out that video. It looks like it might be the same one. The signature looks similar, but we will find out when we get to the card. I have another figure. This one. Oh, this is House of a Thousand Corpses. This is Bill Moseley. I have met Bill Moseley on several occasions, and we're actually like Instagram buddies because I would see him at Days of the Dead when I used to go to the Days of the Dead a couple times every year. Haven't really been to a horror convention since the whole Panini situation had happened, but he is such a beautiful, sweet man. I enjoy him so much. I know he's so creepy in so many movies, but he's so nice. And sometimes he's just on Instagram, like baking biscuits or baking cookies or something. I enjoy him so much. And he made a horror movie. I need to find it. I was looking for it to try to buy the DVD, but he made a horror film with Victoria Konefal, who was Sierra Brady on Days of Our Lives. And if you go over to my Instagram and scroll down a little bit, you will see that I actually got a cameo from Victoria Conifal. I asked her to roast my style, and she was very, very sweet.
Janessa, hi. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for being a fan. Love you. Appreciate you. First of all, you set me up, bitch, because I went to your profile thinking that I'm going to have a lot of material to work with, but all I see is iconic behavior. You shoving cake down those men's throats. Iconic behavior. We love it. The only thing I got to say is that first picture, honey, it's giving the caterpillar from Bug's Life. On the floor, in the grass, you know? It's giving Dollar Store Ursula, honey. That's all I gotta say. No, but for real, your face is beat. You're doing an amazing job. I fucking support you. If you're ever in LA and have any drag shows, let me know. I will come through. One of my best friends is a recent drag queen as well. So we love the drag community. I'm here with my bestie, Gianni. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love.
She gave me a couple little digs that were very funny, but she was much sweeter than she needed to be. But I adore Bill Moseley. I love a lot of his movies, and I just enjoy him as a human being. See, this is great. This is a Puppet Master, and it's made to look like Toulon's puppet trunk. And this one has 6-shooter and Jester, because in my last round of mystery boxes, I got the ones that have Pinhead. Is that his name? The guy with the little tiny head and he's big and bulky. Is it Pinhead? I always forget his name. And then Tunneler, who I think is very cool. Now, obviously, I love Leech Woman. Since I'm getting a growing collection of Puppet Master memorabilia, I do need to find a Leech Woman because I love her. We love female representation in horror. So I think this is very cool. This will add beautifully to my growing Puppet Master collection. Ooh, and this feels like a tumbler. Did we get? Oh, we got a Carrie tumbler. Oh, what's stuck in there? There we go. And it has red liquid like the blood. I love that. I love Carrie. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you want to see a video, one of my horror videos where we talk about Carrie, the original, the remake? We could even talk about the franchise. There are some other versions of Carrie. Let me know if you want to see a video about Carrie, and we can make it happen. I've talked about it, I've mentioned it, but I haven't really sussed out if people are interested, but let me know if you'd like to see me talk about Carrie. I love this. This is also my favorite Stephen King book. I think he's the best when he's edited, I'm sorry to say, but I do love it. If you want to see my full list of Stephen King favorites, check out this video right here. I did see that some boxes started having some candles, and I think this might be one of those like prayer candle type, like a jar candle. Oh, I'm very excited to see what this is. Ooh, it is. It is a little prayer candle, and this one, it looks like it's Nightmare on Elm Street. I love it because he asked me some of my preferences, and I gave him just very random. I was like, I'm easy to please. Check my grinder. But I love this, and I'm glad that it's still very slasher heavy for the horror box. Let me see if I can get this open. I have a little prayer candle. Look at that. I do have a little prayer candle like this that's got Jason Voorhees, and I have one that has Carol from The Walking Dead, who I love. So cool. All right, let me break into the little trick-or-treat bag, and that'll be the end of this box. Ooh, another little soft goodie in here. Ooh, some Friday the 13th socks. I love this. This is very cool. Obviously, would match my earrings. I love that. So like I said, I'll try these on. I also have monster feet, so if they don't fit well, I will gift them to Mama Champagne. But these look like they've got a good amount of stretch, and the amount from like the heel to the toe, and if they stretch well, it looks like they'll fit really well because I do have big beastly hooves, and I do love these, so I might keep these for myself. Sorry, Mama Champagne. All right, there's more trick-or-treat candy. There's another bone pen. There's another sticker that we'll check on in just a second. And then we got 2 more little fridge magnets. All right, and these 2 feature artwork stills from the Tales from the Crypt TV show. Love that. It's the Crypt Keeper, and you can see they are little collector cards. They've got stuff on the back, but it's got magnets now. So these are very fun. These are going to join the crew over on the fridge. I love it. And let's check out that last sticker to make sure we know who made the art print. Thank you for ordering a few more boxes for my small business. I really hope you dig the items and that they find a killer spot in your home. The Leatherface print is signed by artist Mike. Now it looks like Scuggs. It's the same guy of Shock Studios. I need to look up what his actual name is. I'll try to find it and put it in the video. I'm so sorry to that man. I'm so sorry. I think I've said it wrong every time. The St. Freddy candle is from Jimmy Miller of Wacky Wicks. Stay creepy, Kevin. So those are my 2 mystery boxes. Each mystery box was $100, and there's so much good stuff in here. There's so many fantastic things, and he really does try to personalize them to what your preferences are. And if you've ordered before, he does take pictures of what he sends out and keeps it in a file so that you don't get duplicates of things. Nothing in here was a duplicate. And actually, in my first round, I did get a duplicate of something that I just already owned. It wasn't a duplicate because of him. It was just a duplicate of something I had. Everything that I've gotten in this box is not in my collection. So I'm very excited. This is all brand new. So much good stuff. There's a couple things that I'm already eyeing that I might gift to other people, but I absolutely love it. I think this is great. I think these are worth it. Don'tEatTheGum.com. Remember, they're only doing these through the end of the year, and he's kind of hinted that he might have some special ideas for kind of Christmas holiday themed. And we know that Terrifier is huge. One of the themes of the boxes you can buy is a box full of art, which is Art the Clown. And so I don't know if for Christmas, if they'll have kind of a Christmas with Art the Clown kind of theme, or you can see all of the themes over on don'teatthegum.com. See what's available. Some of them are sold out. Sometimes he adds new ones. So keep an eye on that site if you're looking for something. As we get closer to the holiday season, or for all the people like me who love Halloween even more than Christmas, if you have somebody you're looking to buy a horror themed gift for, these are amazing. They are such good value for the money. I think they're fantastic, but they're only available through the end of the year. So make sure if you are thinking about getting one, you get one before the end of the year, because then they're going to be gone. All right, so that is the end of the video. Let me know down in the comments below. What did you think? What did you think of this haul of goodies? I love it. I love that I now have some Halloween candy to snack on as I'm waiting to go on at the show tonight. I am super excited about all of these things. The Carrie tumbler is one of my favorites. I absolutely love that. I love Carrie. Carrie is a movie and a book that is so close to my heart. Absolutely love that. Love the Mrs. Voorhees picture. I love the Tar Man picture. I love the figures that came were great and are perfect additions to my collection. I love that, like, even the Michael Myers curse, how much I think that movie is really terrible. It just tickles me that I have that Michael Myers figure from NECA. So I think that these are really, really fun. Now, while you are down there giving me that comment, don't forget to give me that thumbs up to tell me that you appreciated this video. Or if you are like, you are a consumer nightmare, I am anti-capitalist, I'm throwing a brick through your window, you know what? Go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified of all future uploads. I try really hard to make sure I have at least one video a week. And sometimes if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, don't eat the gummerific. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website. Once again, ignore the no nails, you monsters. The World of Champagne at JanessaJaye.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. This was so much fun to do. I have to get going because I have a show going on. I have to get everything hauled into the car. I have to get to the venue. BJ Armani is going to be texting my ass in like 2 seconds. I need to get going, but I had so much fun with this. I'm glad I opened it before I left for the show. And hopefully we'll see you at the show, some of you. Hopefully check my socials, my Instagram, my Facebook for all of my upcoming shows. I've been trying to venture out a little bit more, and always check for me here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you. And until I see you again, bye. Hello, Champagne Dreamers. Welcome back to my channel. I have a previous video where I unboxed... Oops. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:12 p.m.
I keep asking, and I have a phone right here. But the Curse of Michael Myers, it has Paul Rudd in an early road. I do have... Let me put it in front of my face. As we get closer to the Halloween... All right, Chris, whoever that is.
We said forever, forever means nothing if we don't give it all we got. We can cry when it's over.